let's give the dynamic, prophetic, missionary brother that is the pastor of this great, great church in our midst. Let's give him a hand. We like to say, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for being a part of history making. Why do I say that? I say that because these times that we're facing with the destruction of our young people, where are we and who are we if we don't have children? When our children are unhappy, when they're sad, when they're traumatized, we're traumatized. And God gave children to us to be the oversight for them, the protectors of them, with the idea that when we put on our second pair of diapers, that they will be there to take care of us. Some of that went over your head a little bit. You had your first pair, but you're going to have a second pair too. Amen? So who's going to take care of us? Are we going to be in a nursing home somewhere where they might get to you and change your diaper? Are we going to be somewhere where they're going to beat us up if we complain about what's going on? Or are we going to be in a loving home where our children have been taught how to take care of us because we took care of them? I guess I'm not, maybe I'm not speaking your language.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't want to cuss at church. But I don't know what to say here, but I'm just trying to say to you is that they are our investment. Our investment is going to hell with kerosene underwear on, and there's a fire down there, and we're watching them saying, oh, what a horrible thing. I want to open this up, and I want to kind of set the stage just a little bit. And this was something that was sent to me by a friend of mine who's a member of the Divine Nine. He's a member of Omega Psi Phi. And he sent something that says, I grew up in Columbus, Georgia. I never once questioned my mother's income or my father's. It was never a discussion. We ate homemade meals. We never touched anything that did not belong to us. We never opened the refrigerator at anyone's house unless asked to do so. We were taught to respect other people's property, and we were rewarded for acting properly. We grew up during the time when we cut the grass, pulled weed, babysat, helped with all the chores. We by no means were given everything we wanted. We went outside a lot to play, run with friends, play hide and seek, church, or went bike ride. We rather sat aside or inside. We drank bottled water was unheard of. If we had a Pepsi, it was in a glass bottle, and we didn't break the bottle. When finished, we saved the bottle for the return money by selling the bottles back. We had to tell our parents where we were going. We were going and be home before dark. You learn from your parents instead of disrespecting them and treating them as if they knew absolutely nothing. What they said was law. Y'all don't hear me. Didn't ask no questions unnecessarily. We watched what we said around our elders and neighbors because we knew it was disrespectful. Any grown up we had to respect. We would get a real good whooping. It wasn't called abuse, it was called discipline. We held the doors for others and carried the shopping into the house. We gave up our seat for an older person without being asked. We didn't hear swear words on the radio and songs on TV, not that we use swear words. Please and thank you. Yes, sir, no, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. What part of our daily vocabulary? The world we live in now is just so full of people who hate and disrespect others. Friends, consider reposting if you're thankful for your childhood. I will never forget where I came from and on which children and people nowadays had the chance at the fun and respect for real life we grew up with. And we were never bored, never bored. This is exactly the way I grew up, and I totally agree with it. And I'm saying to you, if we don't bring that back, we are doomed for hell. So everyone here today, the occasion is that you're here because you heard about that day, or you lived in that day, and you know that we got to bring that day back. There's no option. There's no other way to go but that way.
Come on now.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's amazing to me all the God-fearing people, but yet we should be packed to the realm in here. But that's okay, because the Christ that I know had 12 disciples. So we got more than 12, right? Okay. And we're still talking about them, right?
That's right.
Okay. So at this day and time, we're saying that the history is this. Either they're going to say, in 2024, we had a chance to turn this thing around, but we didn't do it. So we hate our ancestors for that. We hate our old people for that. Or either they're going to say in 2024, there were some people who loved God and loved life and loved us enough to step out on faith. Instead, somebody told them that all things are possible.
That's right.
With God.
Right.
In the midst, when a few gather. So today, this is not just a political rally, or we just here to feed our egos about who's to run. No, we're trying to save our lives. So we invite all of you in here to join us in this movement. This is a movement. This is not a program. We have programs, but this is not something that we're going to do for a year and everything's going to be all right.
Come on now.
This is something we got to start doing for the rest of our life, because when we grew up, those of us who knew this, it has been our life. So we got to start all over and let our children get a little taste of what we know. But we have to bond together so that in the neighborhoods, we are coming together, household by household, neighborhood by neighborhood. And so today is a culmination. We started doing Black History Month. We said, we're not just going to talk about what people have done doing Black History. We want to make some. So we started at Revelations Baptist Church on the east side.
Yes, sir.
Then we moved to Greater Peace Baptist. My old stomping ground, all over calling my stomping ground, but Pine Woods on the east side. Anybody, some of y'all don't know what Pine Woods is. But some of your old school know Pine Woods out there by Forest Road and Chicago Road. Then we came to the Dub, Greater Peace Baptist Church. Had a grand arousing time there. Then we went uptown. Anybody know about uptown?
Yes, sir.
East Howard and Bellwood areas. Rose Hill Baptist Church hosted us. And so what we're saying today is, now we're back on the south side.
Yes, sir.
And blessed be to Reverend James Allen. This is the place we knew we had to end here. Okay? So that's why we're here today. This is the occasion. We're saying is that we have gathered ourselves together and we let the people speak. And let me say this. Some politicians got a little upset with us. And I said, you got a little wrong. You should be coming here to acknowledge us.
That's right. Watch out.
You ain't done nothing yet. All these years, if you've done something, then why the South and the East Side look like it look?
Come Come on.
While our children running around the street, homeless and traumatizing other people, if you're doing so much. So it's time for you to sit down and listen
That's right.
to the people.
You better say it.
So thus says the Lord.
Yes, sir.
That's why we're here today. We started off because we knew there had been other efforts, but this has never been done before in Columbus, Georgia. Well, what hasn't been done before? People talked about it, yes, but you have not had the coalition. We started off with interdenominational ministerial lines.
Yes, sir.
Because, hey, this is the day the Lord has made, and we should be jumping and dancing in it. Yeah. So we said with the faith base. Now understand this. See, you all who go here, you know what a pastor is. But there's some churches that pastors still trying to find their way. But sometimes the congregation have to take over and help the pastor. So today we're saying that all of you who your pastor is not here, help them. Help them. We are here today to start this movement, and we said we got to start in our faith-based institute. We got to start in the churches. So we hope that all of you received a sheet as you came in asking you about, do you know any troubled children? Have you ever heard of any troubled children? Or maybe you got some troubled children. Are you troubled?
Come on.
Or have you heard somebody that was troubled? Or do you know somebody that might become troubled if this thing continues as it is? So make sure you fill that part out there. And we do want to say this to the media, and we're blessed to have us here today, but let me say this. I'm tired of all the kidnapping and the killings and the drug dealing and all this, that, and the other. I think that all the media should be here today saying that there's some people in Columbus, Georgia saying that enough is enough and we're going to turn this thing around. We want to make things better for our next generation. Why is that coverage not here? Why is that not popular? This is normal when people come together to say, no, we are not calling the police. We're the first responders for our children. We're the first responders. See, now when I grew up, I went to Carver High School. That might have placed on that hill, or they don't call it the Holy Hill. And when I grew up, I saw the police maybe 3 or 4 times, and nobody called them then. They were just looking for somebody. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. We handle our problems neighbor by neighbor, block by block, because we love and care for each other. So when we did call the police, we called them because we needed them in. Otherwise, we handled it in the neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
So we got to get back to that. I mean, let's see the hands of those who believe we can get back to what God put into us. Now, this is not an ordinary thing. We all got to, this is new now. We haven't been to this place before. So we all got to grow and learn. I consider myself an expert, but this is new to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? We didn't fix this problem before. That's what I'm saying to you. We came into it when this was not a problem. But we never been in a place where we got to fix this problem. So we all got to grow and learn how to do things better in a different kind of way. We got to relate to each other in a different kind of way. We got to have a new attitude, a new spirit. We got to have a new name called God people of God. That should be our new name. So we'd like to thank you all for coming out today. And this is the occasion that I want to acknowledge to you and to introduce to you those who have been working feverishly to make this happen. So at this point, I'd like to invite each of those who are part of our ministries to come up here And I want everyone to see you and for you to just introduce yourself. And then we are going to share with you what we have gathered from the hearings, the people hearings that we've had. Just briefly so that you will know what we are structured to do and what we plan on doing. Not plan on, we already started doing some of these things, right? That's right. So you know who you are. Come on up and let people know who you are. Come on, Paul. Stop sitting over there with your afro. Where's my dear friend, the messenger? What messenger? Where you at? You're a new member of the coalition. There you come on up here, brother. So now, let's say, so now you know who you are, so y'all come on up here. Of course, we got some people out there at the table there as well. So we're going to just ask them to introduce themselves and basically which outreach program, of course, I think we all should have a copy of them that they're participating in, just so that you will be able to put a face with, because these are people you're going to see throughout your community. They're moving around your community, okay? And so this is a movement, as we say. So this is, how many of you have cut your grass one time, never had to cut it anymore? Okay, so this problem here is for the rest of our life. We're saying we're turning around. We're looking for help from the east, from the rising sun, not the setting sun no more, okay? That might have went over some of y'all head, but some people got it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start down here on this end, I guess. You can sit down, it's all right. I tell you what, I tell you when to do this, and then we'll come back this way. Come, Sister Shonda. Okay.
I'm Chandra Drew, and I'm a part of the education ministry, and I would love for any and everyone who wants to help to give me a call. My number is on the brochure.
Sister Melissa.
My name is Melissa Lowe. I'm the owner of Our Justice Firm, and I'm working with the Social Justice Ministry. And what I do is I'm working in the jail with your family members, your sisters, your brothers, your mother, your dad, and I'm also working in the court with your family member as well. I'm trying to make sure, part of social justice, that your family members get taken care of by the justice system instead of having all the injustice being done to them, getting them fair sentence, fair lawyers, making sure the public defenders do what they need to do, making sure the district attorney needs what they do, making sure we have Mr. Shalon Thomas on our team, you know, and many others. But I need your help as well, because I don't have a team behind me to go to them, because your family members, there's not much I can do. Not one person and not fight these judicial system here. And it is definitely messed up. I mean, you see what's going on in the community, you see what's going through with our kids need your help, the YDC needs your help, I need these fathers. You got children in the YDC, I'm coming for you. So if ever you come by me, because I need to help your children.
George, you also, you want to introduce George McDowell?
Peace and love, everybody. My name is George McDowell, and I'm with Tri-City Fatherhood Group. And what I do is I educate fathers and men on their rights as far as child support. So if you know anybody that's their rights are being violated, they don't know what their rights are, I offer mentorship, guidance, and education in child support system.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marvin Broadwater Sr. How many of you know a veteran? Raise your hand. Now, how many are veterans? Raise your hand. That's why I was placed on this with this coalition.
That's right. We'll get 300 of y'all.
Now, what we're trying to do in this area alone, there are 30,000 veterans. We need 30,000 on this mission.
Yes, we do.
This coalition cannot do it by itself. This is a everybody coalition. So just remember that. Even if you can't do anything, you know a veteran, guaranteed, because there's 30,000 of us here. Get one of them to say, yeah, I will join and be a part of this movement. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
in residential remodeling in the Story County community here. My purpose or my task in the coalition is to bring together other businessmen and businesswomen to come together so we can recycle the community, recycle our community. And then our commission as a team coalition is to team with our youth here in the community, give them an entrepreneurship, leadership, to give them a trade, to give them apprenticeship, to give them a foundation so that they're able to build a structure of their own.
Brother Jesse.
My name is Richard Jesse. I am the director of the Friends of Historic Clapton. We just restored Clapton School, first school built for former slaves in Columbus. I'm working with Mr. Lunsford on the mentorship, the tutorial, the apprenticeship, and the business part of this. And one other thing, we the director of the Columbus Urban Debate League. We involve middle and high school students in public policy debate.
Brother Thomas.
Good afternoon. My name is Tyrone Thomas. I'm running for City Council District 4 here in Columbus. I'm a retired police officer. I served 30 years here in Columbus as a Columbus Police Department. After I retired as a detective. And I'm like many of you, I'm very concerned about our youth and what's going on in our city. So again, I'm not part of the exact movement, but again, I want to thank Dr. Hud and his administration for holding this event. And this is not the first one that I have attended. But like he said, it takes a village to raise children, that is. And it's about all of us. We have to get involved with our children because the Bible teaches us that charity starts at home. Like he just said, we are the first responders. And we, parents, grandparents, guardians, or whatever the case may be, we have them in our own home. Fortunately, I don't. But we know of some house where there are some kids that we need to reach out to. So
All right.
Again,
All right, Pastor.
Those of you who have family members that live in District 4, and you all know where District 4 is at, I would appreciate you all support on May the 21st. If you living in District 4 and you got family members that live in District 4, cast your vote on May the 21st for Tyrone Thomas. Because again, I know I worked these streets, not what somebody told me. I actually worked the street on Muskogee County, Columbus, Georgia, for over 30 years. Thank you so much.
Let me say this so people won't get it twisted. We support policies and programs. The reason why he's speaking is, when we talk about Mr. Thomas, is because they have embraced the program of which we're saying we need 2,000 to 3,000 after-school jobs for year-round for our children. Everybody know that? 2,000 to 3,000 after-school jobs to work in their neighborhood, helping the senior citizen yard, cleaning up their trash, taking that trash out, raking their yard, cutting their grass. That is their after-school job the way it used to be. So that's what they have embraced by being a part of this. So any politician can join, but they got to embrace 2,000 to 3,000 after-school jobs for our children. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. McKinney.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Carl McKinney, and I am representing the 4th Masonic District of the Most First of Prince Hall Grand Lodge, of which I am the director of a male mentoring program for males 8 to 18 years old, called the Knights of Affairs. Right now, there's a lot of supplies around in the different schools. Look me up, there's phone numbers on it. Now, I'm big to be seen, loud to be heard, and to be appreciated. I will take my seat.
And like I said, our immediate goal is by the end of the year, we want 500 veterans, Masons, Divine Nines, We want at least 500 by the end of this year. Because all you single mothers, grandparents trying to raise children, those in foster care, they need mentors. And also we have a program to help dads who want to be involved and engaged with their children, to get them legitimated and get them involved with co-parenting in a responsible type of healthy way, and not in a foolish way that will create anger in the children and they don't like mama or no daddy. So we want to stop that. Okay. Next we have Mr. Tanner, NAACP.
Good afternoon, everyone. Melvin Tanner Jr. I'm the president of your local NAACP, and I'm here because we care.
Okay, thank you. I think you saw Mr. Tyrone Muhammad. Mr. Tyrone, you want to introduce yourself?
Master Tyrone Muhammad. I'm with the mentorship program with this coalition. I'm with the coalition. I'm here from Columbus, from the east side, from Winton. I've been living in all these different neighborhoods where it was tough.
Right.
So we here, we in it to win it. We here for real. It's not something that we thought about doing. It's something that we doing for real. And we're here with the mentorship program through Project Rebound. We're going to be doing the health program. We have all the programs already set in this coalition. All you need to do is send them our way. And we'll be glad to take care of them.
So them little hard-headed kids walking in under curfew for your household curfew, Master Tyrone got them. So give us a call. We got a place for them. Right. Okay. Just want to let you know we got it covered. I want to make sure that Messenger.
My name is Beach Kids. I'm CEO, Man on Word, Man on Lead.
There you go.
Shout out Dr. Ed, Project Rebound. I wouldn't be nothing without leadership. So I'm just trying to promote that. Whatever we do in the city, we're going to put right now. We got the coalition.
That's what I'm talking about. The street speaks around here. That's our politician. We want to run him for mayor or something. That's right. That's what we need. We need Demetrius for mayor. Man don't work, man don't eat. That's what we're talking about. I'm trying to tell you this thing is real. Okay, y'all see. Okay, I'm trying to get, let's see here. Okay, next one. Of course, we're going to bring up in a moment here the leader of our interdenominational ministerial line. So you can sit there for a minute, Pastor Flakes. But when I finish this part here, we'll come on up here. But now at the core, at the beginning, you always have to have a beginning. And at the beginning, there are some people who really has been kind of the foundation out here in the streets, because we want to make sure that people understand we are here to stop this senseless violence and gun play that our young people are involved with out here, okay? And we also want to provide alternatives to them. That we're not going to just say, stop doing this, is this wrong? We're going to give them an alternative so that they will have some options. They're doing it not because they want to, that's all they've seen. That's all they know. Because government has failed them, because you all have not spoken up for them. See, I want to make it clear now. You sent people to be politicians who didn't represent you. They represented themselves. So that is a new era. The people, you got to tell them what you want. Don't let them come to you and tell you, well, we're going to do this for you, and we're going to do it. No, they're going to come and take notes. And you're going to tell, I want this, I want that, I want some of this over here too. That's what time, that's the new era. You got to start speaking. Come out the shadows. We're trying to change gangsters into gospels. We're changing gangsters into gospels. And we got some gangsters up here. But they gospels now. Okay, next I want to introduce.
Okay, my name is Dr. Ogletree. I'm with this Family Preservation Ministry. I'll be doing the substance abuse treatment part. But I want to say one or two more things. We need to sell more people. We need to be traveling through each one of these communities telling our kids about themselves, so they'll know who they are. And I ask situation as it is. But if we have two that we can control the education and we can grow the churches, control the church, what's taught in the church. And I ask, who is the original man? That's the black man. And we need our kids need to know that they are the original people on the planet Earth. That's not a problem. That's not false. That's true. That's the National Geographic. You can see it everywhere. You can go through television and you'll see the original people are the black people on the planet Earth. And when I was teaching at elementary school, I taught one while in physical education, and two kids came toward me, Coach. And one white kid, one black kid. Tell him, Coach. Tell him Jesus ain't white. And the little black girl said, Jesus black. That's all somebody tried to set me up. So he kept running. So when he got to the spot right there, I said, wait, your Jesus black and he's white. They walked all over me.
There you go.
Our kids the same thing inside the church.
That's right. Thank you.
And that's important that they know who they are. We self-mobile so they'll know themselves and change. How do we get a better parent? We get a better child. How do we get a better child? We get a better parent. How do we grow our children next? Thank you.
All right. Also, a new member of our coalition that we're so blessed to have. How many of you ever heard of HBCUs? Okay. Some of you probably went to one or heard somebody that went to one. One time, that's all you could go to. You remember that too, right? Okay. But we want to let you know that we have the Morehouse School of Medicine representative here with us. And I'd like for her to introduce herself and her particular niche that she represents here in Columbus, Georgia, because you just talked about the drug issue. And Morehouse is up to their knees in dealing with this issue about drugs. So go right ahead.
I'm Chandra Edwards. I'm the program manager with Morehouse School of Medicine. Most of you probably don't know, we have a regional campus here. It started out 7 years ago as an office. We recently acquired regional campus status. So we will have students here rotating for 1 year at a time instead of just a few weeks at a time. I manage a program it's two programs actually. There is the opioid awareness program. It's called the Opioid Awareness Initiative. And basically what we do is educate the community about opioids, the risk and dangers thereof. And that means your prescription opioids as well as your illicit or street drugs. We also talk about how opioid use disorder occurs and then overdose prevention. How do we prevent overdoses? Everybody knows now there are no pure substances on the streets anymore. Everything has fentanyl in it, amongst other things. So we have to be more aware about the risk and dangers of prescription drugs, prescription opioids, as well as your street opioids. The second piece is the harm reduction initiative. So the opioid awareness piece it educates people who really don't have a familiarity and they're currently not suffering with addiction to opioids. The harm reduction initiative deals with those who do struggle with addiction, teaching them how to be safer with their usage until they are ready to move into treatment. So we're addressing it twofold. We're addressing the community and educating them, and then we're also working with those who already struggle with addiction. And believe it or not, we do have youth who are currently using drugs or selling the drugs. So it's an issue that has to be addressed.
And we do know our youth have some issues of early diabetes. They got high blood pressure. The Columbus area is very high with the HIV situation and other sexually transmitted situations because of the lifestyle. So again, we have Morehouse School of Medicine here. They're going to help us develop ways to address that, begin to bring back healthy living in our communities. So again, let's give another hand for Morehouse School of Medicine. Next, I'd like to introduce our author, Paul Austin. And I'll let him let you know what ministry that he's working with.
Greetings to everyone. I'm Paul J. Austin, author of nonfiction books, also a motivational speaker. And I'm a living testimony that the judicial system needs to be revamped. I say it because it's a clandestine conspiracy in place. The majority of the people that you will find in any prison and jail at both federal and state is black men and black boys. That's not an accident, it's by design. And we're the minority in this country. Matter of fact, the Hispanics outnumber us over here. And we've gotten away from what we should be doing as parents, brothers, sisters, aunties, whatever. The problem here is we got a conspiracy in play to get the black man out the house. Started with welfare, that was one part of it. The children and the woman can stay with the man, got to go. Also, when I said I'm a living testimony about this system being revamped, I was framed here by detectives, and I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I did, but I did at least 20 years, maybe more than that, but in order for you to know the exact number, I would encourage you to buy my book, The Raw Truth Limit, Part 2. My book's on Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing. And while I was in that hellhole, I seen some other things, a lot of young brothers coming in the system, which I looked at it as a sophisticated form of genocide. You can't reproduce from in that hellhole. And they don't like conjugal visits in Georgia. Even if they did, you still will be able to be effective with raising a family, taking care of your family rather. And that would prompt me to write the book, Message to the Black Male Teens in America. And since I've been out of the hell, I wrote Part 2. However, I can't get people to buy my books. And the Message to the Black Male Teens in America. And the guy allowed me to set up in Thelma when that restaurant was in, when it was open. And I used to go out there on Friday and Sunday